Hi everyone, this is how time signatures work. I'm going to explain what these numbers mean in the different categories in a hopefully really simple, easy to understand way. Okay, to understand time signatures like these, we need to understand what the numbers refer to. So let me show you how that works. Let's start with this note. It can be called a semibreve, or it can also be called a whole note. I'm going to write a number 1 for that whole. Then we have these notes called minims. As you can see, minims are half the length of a whole note, and they can also be called half notes. The notes that are half of minims are called crotchets. 4 crotchets fit into a semibreve, so they are called quarter notes. Half of quarter notes are called eighth notes or quavers, and then half of those are called semiquavers. Half of a quaver is a semiquaver. They're grouped into 4s, but 16 of them fit into a semibreve. So they're called semiquavers or 16th notes. On the left here are generally kind of the British names, and on the right we could call these the American names, but we're going to use these fractions for the time signatures. Okay, let's start with the most common time signature, 4/4. This can be a bit like a fraction. The top note is how many of something we're counting, and the bottom note is what we're counting. And the bottom note refers to one of these, in this case, quarter notes. So 4/4 means 4 quarter notes in a bar. For example, this could be a bar. Da, 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 stop. That's 4 quarter notes long. Equally, it could be this. 2 beats plus 2 beats also equals 4. In fact, everything in this wall fits into 4/4 because it adds up to 4 crotchets long, or 4 quarter notes. If we compare that to 3/4, remember the top number is how many and the bottom is what. So we're counting the same thing as 4/4. We're still counting quarter notes, but now we just have 3 of them. 3 quarter notes could look like this, and then a bar line, or you could have 6 quavers, 6 eighth notes. They also add up to 3 crotchets, as you can see here. You also have a dotted minim, that lasts 3 crotchets as well, or this many semiquavers. For 2/4, we're still counting quarter note, but now we just need 2 of them, so this would have to be the length, or a minim. So you could have a bar of a minim, and then a bar line, 2 crotchets of notes, and then 2 more crotchets worth of notes. Or literally just 2 crotchets like this makes a 2/4 bar. So what if the bottom number is different? For example, 2 on the bottom. Well, 3 half notes means 3 minims long. It would have to be something like this, 3 minims long, or anything else that adds up to that same amount. Anything with 2 on the bottom is counting these lengths. So 4/2 would be 4 of these. 5/2 would be 5 of these. That would just be rare. So the bottom number is most commonly 2, which is counting these, 4, which is counting these crotchets or quarter notes, or 8, counting these eighth notes. The top number could be almost anything, is usually somewhere between the number 2 and 12. Let's look at some examples with the number 8 underneath. Remember, this refers to counting eighth notes or quavers, this row here. So 3/8 means 3 quavers long. Your bar could look like this, 3 quavers, or a dotted crotchet, which adds up to 3 quavers. For 6/8, it means 6 quavers, so your bar could be 6 quavers long like this, or 2 dotted crotchets, that also adds up to 6 quavers. 9/8 means 9 quavers long, it could look like something like this, 9 quavers, or 3 dotted crotchets, or any other combination that adds up to 9 quavers. Lastly, 12/8 is quite common and is 4 groups of 3 quavers, or 4 dotted crotchets, or any other combination that adds up to 12 quavers. If it was 12/4, it would be 12 crotchets. If it was 12/2, which is very rare, you would have 12 minims. That's how it works. The top number is counting how many, the bottom number is what kind of note. The bottom number can't be anything, it's going to have to be a 1, 2, 4, 8, or 16, because it's one of these rows, and 2, 4, and 8 are the most common. So these examples I've just shown you, 3, 6, 9, and 12/8, are all examples of what are called compound time signatures. We'll talk about that more in a different video. But what compound time signatures mean is that you have dotted notes as the beat. This is how you're counting, and they divide up into threes. That's what's crucial. So beats 1, 2, 3, 4, beats 1, 2, 3, but either way, they divide up into threes. So you could go like this, da, 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 or da, 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 da. And those quicker notes are in threes. Whereas in the previous time signatures we were talking about, like 2-4, 3-4, 4-4, 3-2, these are all called simple time signatures. It doesn't necessarily mean they're simple, it means the notes divide into twos, like in this wall here. So semi-breves divide into 2 minims, minims divide into 2 crotchets, crotchets divide into 2 quavers, and a quaver divides into 2 semiquavers. And you see the fractions are halves as well, from 1 to half to quarter to eighth to 16ths. Okay, so here are some of the most common time signatures. 4/4 is the most common by far. Lots of classical music, jazz, pop, rock, all kinds of things are in 4/4. 3/4 is pretty common, like in waltzes, things that go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 2/4 is common in marches because it goes 1, 2, 1, 2. These are mediumly common, not quite so much. And then all of these here are grouped into crotchets and divided into threes. These are called compound time signatures. I'll do a different video on that. And they're pretty common as well. And 6/8 is the most common amongst them. Remember, all of these are basically simple fractions. The top number is how many and the bottom is what you're counting. So if it was a ridiculous thing like 52/16, all it would mean is that it would be 52 16th notes. You would probably never have that. But hopefully now any number that you see makes sense to you. If you have any more questions, feel free to write in the comments below. Check out my other videos about how to read music. I try and explain things in easy, simple ways that anyone can understand. Please like, comment and share if you like this kind of thing. You can buy this rhythm resource, which comes with my booklet, which explains how stuff works, and it comes with a nice box and even more notes than this. That way you can learn and play and teach at home. Thanks for watching, bye for now.